Pistons. I want to pivot over to the Eastern Conference because I was telling you before, I think the Eastern Conference is going to be fun. It's not obviously as good as the Western Conference, but I think these teams are going to have some fun matchups as we play along this season. In particular, though, we got to talk about the number 1 seed currently in the East, the Detroit Pistons, a team that I was scared that they were going to take a step back. You had full faith in them. Right now, as we started this early season, Cade Cunningham, I mean, he's playing at probably an MVP early season level. What have you seen from the Pistons so far?
I've been really impressed. I feel like they are taking the necessary steps. Like Cade, we know is a star. Cade's averaging 27 and 10 right now, right?
Yep.
He's been incredible. Although he had 46 on 45 shots the other night, so that makes me think maybe they're still a little too reliant on him. But the improvement of Duren, averaging 23 and 13 on the 6-game win streak before they won without all their guys last night, that's been massive. Him and Cade in the pick and roll is like revolutionary. All-Star Thompson, I rave a lot about his brother, but he's been excellent as well. And yeah, they won last night without Cade, Duren, Thompson, Tobias Harris, and Beef Stew. That's their starting 5 right there. They won last night. They beat the Chicago Bulls, who have been really good to start the year. Shout out to B-Ball Paul Reed. Big game from him last night. I've been really impressed. First place. And all without Jaden Ivey, by the way.
I will say Chicago has kind of fallen back to where we thought, obviously, 6-1, 5-1 start. They're kind of falling back into place, it feels like, for Chicago. But Detroit, I think another unsung hero, Duncan Robinson, he's come in. He's averaging 12 on 3-pointers made per game. I think they wanted him to be kind of what Malik Beasley was last year. Beasley hit the most 3-pointers in Pistons history last season. Robinson's come in, gave him 3 3-pointers a game. You give him 12 points, there you go. That helps continue to, not rely on Cade. I think Jalen Duren, I mean, right now, he's having one of the best seasons, at least in the East, for a center. I saw some of his stats compared to Karl Anthony Towns. Like, okay, Duren's been playing, averaging 12 rebounds as well. I love this Pistons. If they weren't an Eastern Conference team and a Knicks potential rival and play, like, I love the way that they feel like a gritty bad boys-esque type of Pistons team. Obviously, Isaiah Stewart's going to fight anybody in the league. Like, it feels like if anybody messes with Cade, he's got backup too. Like, it feels like everybody is like, oh, you hard foul on Cade, the whole team's going to come over and get in your face. Like, I love the Pistons and how they play, and I love Cade Cunningham's game. So, I mean, he's continued. This is why when a number 1 pick who's 19 years old doesn't have a mammoth rookie or sophomore year, you don't give up on him. Cade Cunningham has slowly developed, and the Pistons, I mean, this is where they want to be. You got your star number 1 pick, Cade Cunningham, doing what he's doing. I mean, this is going to be a fun team, and I'll talk a little more about the East in a second, but, I mean, right now, Piston, Cleveland, New York, those are the top 3. I mean, other than Orlando or Atlanta, like, I feel like maybe not that order, but maybe that order, those could be the top 3 in the East to end the season as well.
Definitely. Again, Duren taking a step is huge. He's younger than us, by the way, Luke, which is incredible. But having a big to pair with Cade is absolutely massive, and it's another, like, him and Beef Stew. The double big thing is kind of taking over right now.
Yep.
In the NBA. Or it's resurging, I guess. And that changes everything. If he can be, close to all-star level, and it's not just Cade alone out there fighting for his life. And again, you got Thompson. Like, this team, there was a clip the other night that, I don't know, it spoke to me a lot, where Duren's like yelling at Thompson after a play. After, I don't know if he fouled somebody or something. It's after a play. I wasn't watching the game. It was just a clip I saw. Duren's pissed at Thompson, and then like 10 seconds later, they're on the bench and they're just like dapping up, and you can kind of read their lips or read their expressions, and you can kind of tell that it's just like they're being intense with each other because they want to win, and they're cool. It's the ideal competitive collaborative environment that, like, every team strives to generate when they draft all these really good young players, and you can tell they got like that taste of winning last year. And now it's starting to set in, and the standards are getting raised, and that's really good. And that's very exciting for Detroit Pistons fans.
And I got to say this, if Detroit stays in the top 3, even the top 4, like, man, if Detroit gets home court advantage for any series in the playoffs, like as a Knicks fan who play, we had home court against them last year, but like those games in Detroit, I think that they're one of the loudest, and that's a fan base starving for a winner with the Pistons. Like it was such a home court advantage. I was watching a clip of a podcast with Kat and Ben Stiller, and Ben Stiller was like, I was at those Detroit games, and he's like, I was nervous for you guys because if you guys didn't silence them, they were going to be like a sixth man on the court. The Pistons are able to get home court advantage in any series. That is going to be huge for them. I mean, I think they've played some solid teams in this first 10 games. I've also played the Jazz, the Nets, the Wizards. The Wizards were the game that Cade went 45 shots in. So it's like, okay, they've had, a mediocre schedule to start this year. I'm excited to see when they, start playing these heavy tier teams. I mean, they did beat the Rockets in the second game of the season. So I'll be excited to see the Pistons the rest of the way as well. I think the East, I want to talk about just the Eastern Conference in general. The Knicks lost to the Magic last night. Magic played with Banchero, I think, through the second quarter on. I joined in about the second quarter. He got injured. Yep. Knicks, I'm not going to overreact. I do want to see if Jalen Brunson is okay. He walked out of MSG in a boot after turning his ankle in the fourth quarter. But the Magic are going to be fun. I think the Magic, Desmond Bane hit a game winner the other night, three-pointer. They're finding their way, and they are a tough physical team. It reminds me sort of the Pistons. Like, this is physical basketball. Knicks were on a second night of a back-to-back. Their shots weren't falling. They could have played better. They could have played way better, so I'm not worried about that. Bridges played awful. But, man, these are going to be fun matchups because there were a couple fouls that Magic and Knicks players looked at each other for, 3 seconds after the whistle. Like, you get these teams in a series, it's going to be a battle, just clawing at each other. The Magic, the Pistons, the Cavs are right up there. Atlanta's playing better defense now. I think I saw a stat that the Hawks right now have the second best defensive rating behind the Thunder in the league. Like, they're getting defensively back into stride, and that's what I thought. Their wingspans, that on paper, they should be a good defensive team. And the Magic played excellent defense last night as well against the Knicks. Like, again, not as talented, not as good as the Western Conference, but I think these matchups, and I said all of that without saying your 76ers, who have been an early season surprise as well. Like, Eastern Conference is going to have some fun matchups throughout the year.
Yeah, and the Magic they've just started to kind of turn it around shooting-wise. Paolo hasn't been before the injury last night. Paolo's only averaging 21 right now. Like, I think his scoring, whenever he comes back, his scoring is going to take a jump at some point, and they'll be much better for it, and guys will be getting more open as a result of it. He'll have more gravity. Their defense looks to be back. We were kind of panicking about that last time. And the Knicks were just kind of missing shots last night too, but I thought they were making Brunson's life about as difficult as you can make it. And when you've got like Suggs and Anthony Black, like that's what's going to happen. Like those guys, that's what they get paid a lot of money to do, especially Suggs. Every time the Knicks got close last night, they would just kind of pull away. They'd make a big shot. Like Suggs had a big deep three. Anthony Black had some really big shots down the stretch. Suggs, by the way, this close to going bald. Just commit, dude. Like commit.
Just do it, man.
We're there. Yeah.
He's dating Haley Van Lith. Yeah. Unbelievable. Shout out to him though, but just go bald.
Apparently they've been together for a long time. So shout out to Jalen Suggs. I'm less panicky about the Magic. I think Bane's getting his feet under him for sure. And I'd have no worries about the Knicks. I think the Knicks are steadily improving with Mike Brown, right?
Yeah. I've been impressed by the Knicks. I mean, their offense obviously against the Magic really wasn't there. It was lackluster. But when you have it turned into the Jalen Brunson show because OG didn't get going until the fourth. He had a couple shots. Mikal Bridges was nowhere to be found. He was benched. Cat was okay. Like Cat's been off and on this season, but when he's on, man, he is on. When this offense is on, they are on. Knicks, I mean, early season, I see Knicks fans already crashing out. Like, this isn't football. This is bad. You're going to lose games. Yes. The Knicks are going to lose 30 games, and guess what? If they do, they still win 50 games and going to be a top 3 seed, top 2 seed in the East. So it's a learning curve, and I'm glad it happened early because Mike Brown said in his post-game press conference, excuse me. Well, it kind of was a fight. They just were out physical, and they whooped us. He literally was like, they whooped us. They were more physical than us. They wanted it more. Like, okay, I'm glad we realized early in the season, these teams are going to give us their all. The Knicks, obviously. Magic giving the Knicks their all. So I'm excited to see. I think the Eastern Conference is going to be fun this year. These playoff matchups, like the Knicks have been in legendary first-round matchups the last couple of years. Pistons. Then who did they play? They played the Heat? They beat the Heat.
Sixers.
They lost to the Heat. The Cavs. Sixers. Cavs, Sixers.
That was a
and
fight
then,
too, man.
Like some fun first-round matchups in the East. Obviously, we got a long way to go, but I think the East is going to be fun even in the regular season.
Yeah, I do have this question for you. I mean, obviously, you feel you have the Knicks going to the finals and everything. Do you have any concerns with how physical these teams are? That the Knicks are not, to me, that physical a team when your stars are Brunson and Cat, who play a very not like the opposite of a physical style of basketball. Do you have any concerns about that?
No, because I've seen them get it done against a physical team like Detroit last year. But that means there's so much more pressure on a Josh Hart and a Mitchell Robinson, because like those are two guys that will be fit. Josh Hart will get on the floor for every loose ball. He'll be jumping out the gym for a rebound. Like he'll turn into a physical player. Mitchell Robinson, it feels like anytime there's a shot, he's getting an offensive rebound. Doris Burke said there was a stat that 33% of the shots that the Knicks take when he's on the court after the shot, he gets an offensive rebound. 33% of the shots, he's getting an offensive rebound. And she said like the highest in NBA history was like low 20s, and he's at 33%. So it's like if Mitchell Robinson's healthy, he's down there banging with a Jalen Duren. Down low and Franz Wagner and all these different things. So it scares me a little bit, but again, I think it's early in the season. You see how the Magic are going to play you. They're lanky. They have a long wingspan all throughout their roster. You know, Jalen Suggs was extremely physical with Jalen Brunson. Okay, let's learn how to deal with it early in the season so we get to later on in the season, we'll be good. But yeah, no panic for me yet. You know, let's see back in February, March how we stack up against these teams and how we respond to the physicality.
Yeah, and Brunson's used to dealing with that. Cat, I would have reservations about him dealing with physical big men, but Brunson, I've seen him get picked up full court a million times in the playoffs, and he'll kind of back his way all the way down, and he'll get a bucket. Like, that's what he does. Yep. So I wouldn't be concerned either, but it's something to monitor with those kind of contrasting play styles. But the Knicks are more talented, and that usually kind of wins in the league.
100%. Let's talk